actually, I would kind of like to know why you murdered her. Blood for Uncle. With our help, Kruger will rise again. Of course he will. Absolutely. Well, have you got any spare change while I got you here? This is Liberty Prime with Base Builders, and welcome back to Shadows of Doubt. Alright. Now that we've got that first nice victory under our belt, let's see what we should do next. Although, actually, I know exactly what I want to do next, but I want to check real quick and see if there's anything else that I need to do while I'm here. I don't really need this splint anymore occupying space, so we can get rid of that. That I'm definitely keeping, because my next stop is going to be something related to that. But while we're here, I would like to take a look at what jobs are up for offer. And I would also like this to stop steering me here. Is this done with that? Let me make sure it is. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was just seeing things. Okay, let's see what all we've got here. First job listing. Public humiliation. No questions asked, no questions answered. Be $1,000. Maybe, but that's not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is something with some interesting SYNCDISKs being offered. Vigor. Okay. That's a maybe. Actually, you know what? I can always accept it and then close it if I need to. We are making progress here. Yeah, I didn't really need to leave that open. Speaking of which, I don't need to leave this open either. So let's go ahead and close this case down by Theodore Alvarado. Although I'm tempted to keep that I am tempted to keep that address because you know what? Killers, I don't really mind stealing a little bit from, but she's got a partner, so maybe not. So let's go ahead and just close this case down. Leave ourselves an empty slot. Okay, now we've got plenty to be messing with. Let's see if we find, okay. Kazan V-Love. That's interesting. Just photography. I will need a camera for that one, but this, boy, as long as you can afford to upgrade it right off the bat, this one is kind of worth having. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that job. And with that low of a fee going with it, it's probably not the toughest job in the world, which is useful. Because when you got a nice SYNCDISK as well as a very high amount of money, ooh, beauty. Oh, I am accepting that like at the drop of a hat. Alright, I don't even care what it is. Handcuffs. Alright, we can do that. Probably. We'll see how it works out. This is not the only chance at getting this SYNCDISK, but that is a great one to get right off the bat. What I would love to have is Constitution. Alright, that's just money. I mean, I like money, but we don't need tons of it. Just a reward. Give me Constitution. Constitution is probably my favorite SYNCDISK. Frame is one of my least favorites. So we're not going for that. Let's see. Alright, so we've got 3 nice jobs. I'm very hopeful that I'll be able to get that beauty disc. I'm not going to even go any further with that. What I am going to go further with is finding my next destination, which is a backstreet, which is a black market SYNCDISK place. And those can be a little bit touchy to find. It's definitely not a laundromat. It's definitely not the legit SYNCDISK places. It should tell me whether or not it's black market. But it does have a tendency to show up on these maps. Oh, well, this is City Hall, so it's not going to be there. It's not going to be there. It's usually on the ground floor. I'll be very sad if there's not one on this map, because that's one of my favorite first stops. They only sell 3 different SYNCDISKs, but they are useful SYNCDISKs for our position. Come on, you better have it here. Ooh. I'll be so sour if you don't. Maybe I need to be checking the underground here. Alright, well there's our pawn shop. That's good to know. Asian restaurant. Oh man, I'm sour. I might be here just someplace kind of hidden. This might not be labeled. Alright, well we're gonna... It's got a place that would be semi-likely to be in the slums. I'm going to investigate just a little bit and see if we can suss it out once we get a little bit closer. Alright, it's probably not in the chemical plant. Where's the lobby? That's not it. I'm not going to give up on this immediately, but I can wait on it if I have to. Yeah, okay, that's still City Hall, so that's still not it. It'd be kind of funny if it was hiding out in this building, but no, that's probably not it. Okay, not the laundromat. Don't know yet what you are. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, this is a maybe. Never not seen them on the map, I don't think. Okay, we got a loan shark. That's just an apartment. Ditto. It could perhaps be on a lower level of these buildings. Again, it's not labeled if it is, though. Cut out the middleman here just a little bit. Let's Greek Baboon Parlor. That's interesting. That's weird. What am I seeing here? How odd. Maybe there's just a SYNCDISK hanging out in the Brits. Wow, that's hard to say. Blitzkrieg Baboon Parlor. Let's go there and see if we can just find a random SYNCDISK laying around somewhere. I'm just plain curious now. Fortunately, it's right near here. Why do you have a SYNCDISK as your icon? What on earth is the deal? I'm suddenly hearing Jerry Seinfeld in my head about this. Oh, no, that's not a... Just looking for lockpicks while I'm here. This is usually one of the best spots to find them, but boy, this place has been cleaned out. Have I already been here? That certainly seems like a possibility. It seems like the kind of thing I would do. Although missing two on the floor is not the kind of thing I'd do, so maybe not. Alright. Well, what an odd thing to have marked. There's this famed SYNCDISK that I was told about. She'd sick without it. Might be talking about Nuka-Cola. Excuse me, wrong game. What's the drink here? I've already forgotten. Starch cola. There we go. More interesting job listings, but I've already got 3 of those, so I don't need to worry about that. I'm very sour to not have access. Out of my way. Very sour to not have access to the pawn shop that I was looking for. To the shop that I was looking for. The black market SYNCDISKS. Seems like the kind of thing that would be in a dangerous part of town like this. But since black market places are actually kind of considered legit around here, you just never know. They are usually to be found sort of in lean-tos up against buildings, so maybe I should just look around for a lean-to or two. Apparently I'm hungry. I'm peopled, but you don't need people. Let's go ahead and do this part. Donuts. Thirsty too, aren't I? I didn't need to return that donut. Okay. Let's see what we have to drink. Well, cola is awfully nice and cheap. Umbrella is very handy, but not when I've only got 4 inventory slots, so that's going to have to wait until I've got more. And I will have more if I can get me a Constitution SYNCDISK. Found someplace to live. Dispose of my trash properly. Practicing for the time when I've got a SYNCDISK that will pay me for disposing of my trash properly. Now please give me something that I'm looking for here. It would appear to be cold. How odd. Maybe I should have gone for the coffee. I think maybe the coffee does warm you up, but I can't really remember. Might have just changed anyway. Let's continue looking around the bad part of the neighborhood. Shiver. What an interesting spot. Or not. Oh well, now I know. It can be very sour if I get mugged back here without finding the thing I'm looking for. Huddle up and be warm for just a few seconds here. I can thaw out just a little bit. The barrels are pretty handy for that. Who's you? Yeah, it's a common name around here. How are you doing? Trying to make a little bit of small talk while I whirl myself away, which I just did. Wasn't paying attention to your answer. Could you provide your fingerprints for an investigation? Oh well, it was worth that. Worth a shot. Nothing there. Interesting. What is you? The fathoms of midnight ground. Gotta find out what that is. Exactly. Am I? It's not really telling me a whole lot. I guess that's saying that this is this building's lobby or something like that. Let's actually enter it and find out what the deal is. That's just the lobby of this building. Okay, good to know. Lots of places that are not what I'm looking for. I have definitely lost track of where I've checked so far, so I'm going to give up pretty soon and start working on some of these jobs. Been out in the rain for a little while. Haven't slipped yet, but already got cold again. Let's find out where we are first. Lost track again. I'm not giving up on that pawn shop thing. I'm certain, well, I'm not giving up on that black market sync clinic thing yet. It's unusual to not have one. It's going to put me off of this city if I don't. Usually the pre-built cities do have all of the things in them. So here's hoping. But anyway, here is ignoring that problem for the moment and working on one of these cases. Did I do that? Okay, well, let's see. Let's take a look at this job. This is the beauty job, so I definitely want that. I have accepted it, so I guess I have all the information that I'm going to be given. Alright. I do need to get some handcuffs. Let's find out what we know about this person. Not much, but... skinny, 38 years old, and we know where they work. Okay, that explains that. Let's see if we have anything else. Oh, partner first name, Niharika. Well, that should be very easy to find, because there's not likely to be more than one person with that first name. So that certainly narrows it down quite a bit. All right, let's go ahead and go to City Hall. We need some handcuffs. Might be whittling down the number of sync disks that we need to get anyway. Apparently I'm still a little bit cold. Let's see about getting some coffee and find out whether or not that warms me up. Or maybe we don't have coffee for sale here. That's a shame. The stinky tofu, I found that incredibly off-putting. Maybe it does taste good. Maybe they just have a different... Maybe they're just using stinky in a different sense than I'm expecting them to. Because, I mean, I love garlic, and garlic is kind of stinky. So there's nothing wrong with that. I think if I ever decide to buy that and eat it, I'm going to mentally replace the stinky with garlic. So I'll be eating garlic tofu. Where's the City Hall again? Down here. Let's just go ahead and plot a route there. Of course it's all the way over there. Alright. Now why would I go over there in order to get down here? Why wouldn't I just go here? What am I... Oh, okay. That's what I'm missing. Well, fine. Pretty amused by all these dead cars in the road. Thankfully, we should still have the password for this, but it doesn't really matter because it's already open. Now, before I get into the government database, I'm going to be smart and actually look at the spelling of this person's partner's name. Do it better. Thank you. All right. Can't tell if that's an H or an N. So either Nina Rika or Niha Rika. One of them. Okay. Nina Rika, Niharika. Okay. I probably turned off my flashlight. So perhaps Niha. Yeah, Niharika Verghese? Don't know. Figure out where you live at the very least. Let's find out what we've got here. Okay. Alright. 1601. All our projects. So that's going to be pretty high up in the building. I will not be allowed up there. But at least that gives me something more to go on when I'm trying to figure out which one of these folks your partner is. I do need to buy me some handcuffs while I'm here, don't I? Alright. Let me take one more look at this person's... Okay, yeah. Skinny at 38. I will probably not be able to get enough information from looking at their picture. There's probably not going to be a ton of people working at this clinic either. So let's go ahead and buy us some lovely handcuffs. Let's see if we want to get anything else. We got plenty of lockpicks. Not going to go with Codebreaker yet. Tempted by the truncheon. It's really handy to have some sort of something like that. Don't want to spend the money, but I do have a decent amount of money left. 2368. But it's more a question of taking up that inventory space. I do need to just go ahead and get rid of this. Don't need it. It's not expensive. So let us drop that. And yeah, I guess we'll go with the truncheon. I'm a big fan of self-defense. Let's also tell that to be something that I can... Yeah, okay. No, what did you turn it into? No. Let's try this again. Nothing is one. I think I see what I did there, but still, I object. Just because it's my fault doesn't mean I don't object to it. I was going out that door because it was already open. You're no fun. I could be mistaken, but I think that sync clinics tend to be 24 hours. The biggest question is, can I get to the employee board? Which is definitely not a definite thing. Now it's time for a nice little quick save. Apparently I'm still cold. Might as well be nice and polite, unlike you. Alright, I don't really care about your name. Much for a tour. Okay, excellent. I will gladly pay for the temporary guest pass. Here's the money for a guest pass. Alright, it will be active for 2 hours. Let's see. What I kind of like best is the door codes, though I don't remember if I can buy that here. Let's see if that is something I can select. Yes, how much for the door codes for this place? Yes, I am willing to shell out the money. I knew it would be about that. Thank you, I appreciate it. Alright. How you doing? Every day is a funeral since Kruger left us. Okay. Maybe that's why people keep killing in his name. Alrighty. Probably could have gotten the door codes right off of that desk. Let's find out. Yep, the door codes to my office has been reset to 0451. Regards, Shin Fang. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pin that because I can. Wouldn't you know it? Alright, well, we've got the door codes. And hopefully we will not be shot to death or shot to hospital. Alright. Let's find out. Now, I was just looking for an employee board, but we might as well see what else we can find in here. I was hoping to find a nice little light switch. There we go. And I might actually have the code for this. I can check out what employees we have, one way or another. Okay. Ooh, son of a diddly, I've already forgotten. Let's just see if we've got it right here. 0451, okay. 0451. Okay. Employee database. Who all have we got here? Oh, I don't know anything about this. Okay, well, I should have realized that that's exactly what I'd get. Alright, let's just look around a little bit more. We can find the employee files and a nice paper clip. And another nice little hairpin. But I am looking for your files. This seems like a good place to have files. Alrighty. Here's one. And there's two. And y'all like to just pile on, don't you? Just because that was my fault doesn't mean that I don't dislike it. Okay. Gotta be fiddly with my stuff. Okay. Keep going. There's always one in the back, which is, I didn't realize that until very recently. So I have been missing out whenever I look at records. Because there is always a final record. Come on, let me be persnickety here. Thank you, I appreciate it. I need to do more of it. Close enough. Imperfect persnicketyness. Good enough. Right, well, we've probably got some good stuff in there already. Let's see what else there is in here. Probably not much. Let's see what you got in your drawers. Are you of interest? Well, you are of interest. A key. I don't mind taking keys. It's good to have the key. Don't need the heat pack. What we got down here? Not likely to be much. A whole lot of spare change. Now, if you are... Okay, it's red, then it's stealing. If it's not red, then I can take it. You is red. You is red. Okay. Now, I could probably get into the safe and there would be all sorts of good stuff in there, but this person is not a murder victim, which I don't feel bad about stealing from them because I'm going to be solving their murder, so, you know, think of it as an advance fee. And I don't really mind stealing from murderers either. Okay, well, we had the code for this. We can possibly, well, it's just a bathroom, so I don't really care, do I? What I would like to do is take a look at some of these. See if I can find out anything useful. I'm not really sure what all is going to be included in here, but at least I've only got 5 people to check on. I can find out your addresses, which I should be able to do with the government records, and I can find out who is shacking up with, well, whoever this was. And Niharika. Let's go ahead and get your actual profile pinned. Okay. So now we're going to just look up all these people in the government database. Let's actually go ahead and try to remember where we go next. Black root. Okay. Pretty nice and close. Memory of a goldfish. I remember that for a few more seconds. Who knows? Now I would like you to stop telling me where to go. Because I know where I'm going. Let's double check and make sure that I do. Okay, I do indeed have handcuffs, and they are number 6. Okay. And once again, I've forgotten that I need to find out what these names are before I look them up. Let's go in here. Okay, we have Juliet Reed. That's reasonably easy to remember. And you are Alejandra Peralta. Are Kamaria Minson. Oh, Minsa. Man, it's really hard to tell the difference between H's and N's in this game. Okay. You are... Oh, you know what? It's telling me the date of birth. I should just do some math here, shouldn't I? Okay, well, let me go ahead and pin all these people anyway. Then I'll go through and do some math. My husband does math for a living, but I do not do it recreationally myself. Unlike him. Okay. Let's look at some ages. See if we can just figure it out by doing that. Okay, age 41. I think we're looking for 38. So, none of you. Let me do that thing where I cross you out. No, let me do it. There we go. Don't know why it's so hard to get it to stay. Alright, let's see what you are. Okay, it looks like I can just hover over this. At age 31. So that's a no. Age 44. Boy, I'm going to be a little bit sour if none of these is the right person. Come on. Please allow me to cross you out. There we go. Please be the right person. 38. Okay, this is the guy. So, let's see what else we got on you. Make sure your address is the same. Might not be on here, I can't remember. Okay, well, we can still look up Edward Blair. He just looks like an Edmund to me, I'm not sure why. Edward Blair. I'm going to just check your address. Is now too. Now I think we were just supposed to handcuff you, right? Yeah, you need to be arrested, which means that I need to probably break into your apartment, which is not going to be terribly fun. Alright, well, let's go to your address. Or at least get as close to it as we can before taking to the vets or the like. Alright, let's see where you is. You is here. Let's get up out of here. I'm glad I have a truncheon. What's that on my thing? 7, okay. Gonna be getting on with this job. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Looks like we are. I am very likely to need a quick getaway here. I'm definitely going to be taking our elevator up there. We are still considered scum of what is not allowed up in the echelons. Getting up there. It's getting awfully purple up in here. What would happen if I were to open the door mid-elevator ride? Alrighty. We are about to break some rules here. We are about to do a quick save. Let's see what happens. This is going to go very poorly indeed. No convenient vents here either. Is there a convenient key here? That would be useful. Nope. No. Alrighty, I'm curious as to what time it is. 3:49. No, 23:49. Okay. He's kind of likely to be home. So, if I were to knock on the door, I might be able to get in. Let's see. What I'm thinking is if I were to go ahead and just break in, that might actually be my best bet. I can get in there and hide somewhere and surprise him. So, there might be some saves coming in my near future. But for the moment, I think we're going to break this episode right here, and we'll just have to find out what happens next time on Shadows of Doubt. See y'all in the next one. Bye.